So I've watched this video by a guy called Thom Darc. I don't know if it's his real name. Thom, perhaps. About Desteni Productions and Desteni the group. And I noticed something interesting. Is one of the first things that Thom says is he says that people probably who live in this world might have heard of them, of Desteni. And I found this expression, people who live in this world, to be quite interesting. And I'm going to latch on to that expression for my response to Thom's video. And the way that I understand this is that also within watching the entire video is that Thom, I'm just gonna call you Thom, or call him Thom. That Thom represents this view on the world that there are sane people and there are insane people, or there are sane, critical, rational, realistic, probably atheist people, and then there is all the wackos. He also says in the video at some point that the Desteni people look a little weird or something. And so what I saw within that was quite interesting, is that this perspective, specifically this perspective on Desteni, is coming from a starting point of believing and seeing that the world is sane, that the world is in order, that the world is as it should be, that you know, science has uncovered the mysteries of nature, and everything is now known to man, and we're developing technologies so that we can have control with life, and we're evolving to becoming more and more smart. And well, this, you can say, this perspective of placing this scientific rational knowledge of man as the peak of the human evolution, it's not sane. And the part of the world that represents what is sane, meaning the academic community, the scientific community, the knowledge producing community, the media, politicians, it's not sane at all. It's not realistic or rational at all. And so this goes to show that everything is in reverse, because then when someone like Desteni comes along with this seemingly extreme message and extreme stand, it looks insane, it looks mad. And it specifically, and what I saw within Thom's video, is that it looks threatening, like it has some sort of devious and this agenda to make everyone mad. And there was also a point in relation to an example where Thom speaks about how we at Desteni practice or apply the tools of self-honesty and self-forgiveness. And it was interesting the way that the associations or the resonance that the words were spoken with was almost disgust and fear, and with only for a moment stopping up and looking at this point of, for example, forgiving oneself. That simply the practical meaning of that, to forgive yourself, that I forgive myself, and what the purpose is of applying self-forgiveness as a tool. So it's quite interesting to see that the apparent sane, rational, civilized world, the world that is currently managing our lives, to whom we seek advice and expert opinions, is actually based in fear. Is actually based in irrational fear of being mad. And what is mad is this world. If we look at how we currently exist, like as a whole, the world is mad. The world is not sane at all, and not civilized at all. And the cultures and the groups and the countries that represents the so-called peak of civilization is repeatedly, and the more apparently more civilized we become, the more we actually abuse other life forms, and the more sophisticated and extensive the abuse become. And for example, such a point, this is a really good example. Even though there are scientists who have developed really cool sustainable solutions, such as cars or engines or a means of power sources, the mundane leading community, basically the profit-based leadership, keeps these solutions under wraps, so they're not being implemented. So instead, it is the solutions that are not actually supporting life, for example, such as diesel car engines and nuclear power, and that is being chosen over really cool green sustainable solutions. And this is being done by the rational, realistic, scientific, normal community. So how can we possibly say that it's rational or sane or normal? And thus, by representing that, or by being part of that, how can one claim to not be insane?